Hello, Guarantor to France. I'm in southern Mexico here, state Chiapas, close to the capital of the state, Tuxtla de Gutierrez, in my friend's garden here. We have several projects to complete. Our goal is pretty much to start growing edible plants in this season. The challenge of this season is that there is no rains starting from November till April. There are no rains expected at all. So we have to rely only to the water from the house, pretty much the wastewater from the sinks and from the laundry and from the excess water tank. That's only the resources of water we can use. Otherwise, the weather is nice. It's not as hot as it could be, because in this hilly area where this property is located, there are often winds coming. As you can see, it's windy right now, and it's very often windy, so the winds cool the weather down, and the same time they help erosion. They kind of wipe out all of the moisture that you put on the surface of the ground. That's what we have to fight with. That's what we have to pay attention to when we plant vegetables in the beds that we also organize in a place. But let me start with the soil. I will show you what kind of soil we have to deal with here. The soil in the garden is quite black, and it means to me that there are good organic materials available already. But again, because of the current season, with lack of water, the soil is very dry, and it is formed into these stones, black stones. When I dig the soil, look, that's how thick are the pieces of the soil here. It's hard to break down, okay? But when it's breakable, it's a good soil actually. See? And there you can see the decomposed materials from the previous lives. Dead pieces of the plants, leaves, and that's a good sign actually. I wanted to show you again the structure of this soil. As you can see it clearly here, there are definitely particles of the old decomposed materials available. It's pretty much what I would compare this soil is with very tightly packed compost. That's how I can describe this soil. And I'm very glad that we don't have to buy soil or go to another place and borrow soil. So it's pretty much available in our own garden here. So that's where I dig the soil. I can show you. It's a construction around here, but that's pretty much the soil that I take. Okay? That's the soil. Black soil, and it's shining, so it's kind of it breaks down by the layers. So it means to me that's how like these pieces of the layers were formed exactly when the organic materials were decomposed. Of course, there are small rocks available, but that's not a big deal anyway. In addition to the soil, we use lots of dead leaves and branches. That's about the soil. The soil is pretty good, and it's really valuable from this big spatial garden around the area. As you can see, in the next episode, I will show you what kind of beds we create or we have available here.